Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final episode of this season of the Sunderland Till I Die save. I need to get that screen. Good. Okay, so form has been okay. It started off, I think, badly, then went really well, and then ended badly, and then really ended okay. So we're first in the Scotland League One. I'm not going to show you the league yet. I know you may have seen it at the start, but I'm not going to show you in depth at the moment. So we left after we were knocked out against Rochdale. We played Bristol Rovers and immediately lost 2-0. I'll show you the match stats from that game. 2 shots on target. That literally was just a game that the football manager decided that I wasn't going to win. We had a penalty in the 67th minute, which Will Grigg missed. Will Grigg, with his 17 penalty taking and 14 finishing, missed a penalty. And Jack Johnson Clark Harris, with his 11 to 13 penalty taking and 14 finishing, buried his away and scored a worldie. So there was nothing we could do about that. We then followed that up with 5 straight wins against Coventry, Gillingham, Blackpool, Southend and Shrewsbury. All of these are pretty expected. I think they're all quite routine. This one they actually performed really well. Probably wasn't a 4-2 game, but this wasn't a 2-0 game, and that ended up being 2-0. Gillingham, I think we won that quite comfortably. Yeah, we did. The Blackpool game, they actually weren't too bad. I think they did get us sending off, which is what I think killed them off, and they actually performed quite well. Tyler Blackett did pick up an injury, but for the most part dominated them. Where were we next? We were then at Southend. We beat them 4-1. They took the lead really early on, and Flid got himself a goal. We put him in the starting lineup, and he started well. Next up was the Shrews. They had another sending off. Yeah, again, pretty dominant. Grigg getting himself a double goals. And then this came. So you may not have seen, I don't think I've showed you the league yet, with good reason. This result came, and this was just literally, football manager went, you've won 5 games in a row, you're now going to lose this game. For no reason. You're just going to lose it. I'll show you the stats. 69% possession, 9 shots on target, 14 shots, 9 shots, 7 on target. They scored 3 goals from it. A 4-4-2 apparently kills us. Angel Gomez really struggled. And at that time of recording, they were sat in 23rd position in the league, which if you didn't know, that is the lowest position in the league. So they were bottom and we were top at that point, after a 5-game run. We then played Peterborough, and yeah, they beat us 4-1 with 6 shots on target. We had 13. We scored 1. Just a really bad game. We were playing with an attacking midfielder for that entire time. During all of those games, we then went to Burton, and I was like, okay, this is the game I've just played. I've literally just played that game. Then come to this episode to record it. We then went to Burton, and I was like, okay, we need to change this somehow, because 2 losses, big losses as well, is bad. We demolished them, but just could not find a second goal. Thankfully, they didn't actually have any chances. This is the formation they played. Goalkeeper, right back, centre back, left back. 2 defensive midfielders, a right mid, a centre mid, a left mid, and an attacking midfielder. They didn't even go with a striker. They didn't even play a striker because they just chose to defend. So we actually played a holding midfielder this game because I felt like it was crucial to play that. So this is the league. Yeah, I'm aware that is the tightest league table you will see for a long, long time. We are merely on the top of the league because we have such a superior goal difference because of the amount of goals we score. But if we're going to be promoted this season, Bristol Rovers have conceded 28 goals. We've conceded 43, which is worse than who else has got 43? Bolton, I suppose they're quite a good side. You know, there's other teams. Rotherham have conceded less than us, and they were. I think they come down. Didn't they come down? Or they've been down there for a while now. Yeah, they came down. I mean, that's probably not too unexpected, but we're in the lead. We have the advantage. The league is currently ours to lose. Doncaster actually drew their last game. They were on good form. So look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the only reason that they're at the top of the league is because they've been on this mad run without losing games. They've just been going crazy. So they drew to Rotherham. They've got Ipswich today. A win for Ipswich would really help us out right now. Oxford, they actually had a blip in form as well. So they went on a run here after we beat them. Draw, loss, draw, another draw, a loss. So they've been on pretty poor form themselves, and they've got Tranmere and Bolton. Remember, Bolton started with minus 12 points. So they would be playoff contention question mark right now. They'd be 5 points off, so they're a decent side. And Tranmere beat us earlier in the season. I know they're 23rd now, but they did beat us earlier, and they beat us earlier in the season. So if they could repay the favour and get one over on them, they're already down, obviously. Because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't Tranmere and AFC Wimbledon have beaten us? That just makes perfect sense. But it's been stressful. I'm going to get to the next game, and I'll speak to you guys in a moment. So we're back. We've got the big game today. Home to Accrington. Final game of the season will see us play away to Rotherham, who did just pick up a draw against Doncaster. So Doncaster today playing Ipswich. Ipswich really want this win. I suppose they've already got playoffs, probably don't need it, but they want to finish as high up the league as possible. Oxford today are playing Tranmere. I'd expect them to win that away to Tranmere. Away to Tranmere. Obviously, we are at home to Accrington today. How did the reverse fixture go against Accrington for us? We lost 1-0 away. They did deserve to beat us. So this is a tough game today. The team we're going to be playing is so we got 09, Tommy Smith, Tyler Blackett, Denver Hume. We're playing with an anchor man just to try and give us a bit more support in the midfield, because we are with the high press. We are starting to be a bit unstuck, so just the anchor man trying to give us a bit more support in the midfield. Well, actually, if he's just past the fitness, I probably should drop him. Ledbetter. We're going to give Ledbetter the role because he is leadership, determined. The age is there. The veteran. His technicals are actually improving. That's strange. He's definitely gone down this season. So he did drop to 2.5, but did drop to 2, but he's back up to 2.5. Obviously, his physical is starting to decline. So the team we're going with 09, Smith, Blackett, and Hume, with Ledbetter, Curtis Jones, Max Power, Donuts, Angel Gomez, and Grigg. We have actually made a signing. We have signed, due to sign on the 9th of the 6th, is Jeffat Seri Larson. A beautiful signing, if I don't say so myself. The young centre-back. We couldn't sign him on a free transfer. From Brentford, 20 years old, Danish. Not any experience, but a libero. So maybe we'll be playing a three at the back tactic. Mentals could have a bit of work, but I think quite well rounded. A lot of 12s in there, who I think will progress. Only 20 years of age, we could progress him on. This one I just literally gave to my board and said I'd like him, and they said okay, so fine, £650,000 was a fair price. So we're going to get into the game. It's a big game today. Loss would be the worst thing that can happen to us. So let's hope for the best. Again, they look to be going quite defensive with 2 holding midfielders, which we have struggled against in the past. So having those 2 that holding midfielder may help us today. Oh, Denver Hume, what are you doing, mate? It's a bit early to give away free kicks like that. I'll take a 1-0 draw today. Boring 1-0 draw. I don't think it'll happen like that, but I'd take it. Okay, so we are already 20 minutes in and nothing is happening. Composed. Don't demand more. Okay, here we go as a highlight. Max Power to deliver the ball in. Decent ball, Grigg at the back post. Was that a penalty? I don't think it was. Grigg missed his last penalty. Can he put this one away? Huge penalty. Get in! 1-0. 28th goal of the season for Grigg. He actually has performed reasonably well. 28 goals for the season is pretty good. You know, that's pretty decent. But I think only 23 of them are like league goals, so a goal every other game isn't too bad for a striker. But if we are like the dominant team in the league, you'd be expecting that he'd have a few more than that. Okay, just get us to half time. Okay, we'll take another goal. Max Power. Good ball, looping up to the back post. Gets the second goal. Come on! Grigg with his 29th of the season this time. It's his second goal of the game. 32 minutes in. Delivers the ball to the back post. Just hung up. And it's a great header from Grigg. Get in there. To make it 2-0. And that could be massive. 2 set pieces we've scored from today. We had a winter break recently, or like an international break recently for 14 days, and I just ensured that anything that was to do with set pieces was trained. Our delivery, our attacking, our defending it. So, Donuts, back post, Angel Gomez. Oh, good save. Very good save from the keeper. Plunging to his right. But we've got another corner. We've been potent from him so far. Power whips the ball in this time. Down to Tommy Smith. Jones. Oh, out for another corner. Power, can he get another good ball in? Been whipping him in today. Donuts. Good ball to the back post. Grigg. Down to Smith. Back to Grigg. He's offside, maybe? No. But a tame effort into the goalie's gloves. Can't blame him, really. He's on 2. He could have got his hat-trick. That would have been his first hat-trick of the season. And of course that happens. He's probably been our most potent player in the last few games. And we didn't put Ballium. No, we did. No, I don't want to do that. So we'll take off Gomez. We'll put Balliumba into the midfield and Curtis Jones onto the wing, because Chris Maguire's leaving at the end of the season. He's performed quite poorly all season, to be honest. Like 14 assists is good, but only 3 goals for a winger. A 6.9 rating is not great. So Hume delivers the ball in. Ledbit will pick it up. Look at that pace. Blackett. Back to the keeper. This is making me kind of nervous. Good ball to Tommy Smith. Ledbitter. Great ball out to Donuts. Curtis Jones gets his ball into Donuts. Can he finish? No, he can't. Good work though. Clear cut chance. Maybe. I don't think that was really clear cut, but fair play. At half time, we are leading 2-0. Watch the other games. The other scores in the doors. Oxford are winning 1-0. And I can't see Doncaster. Maybe they play tomorrow. But we've dominated that half. Completely dominated it. Nothing to change really. Pretty happy with that. We'll take that. We'll take the exact half again, or more boring. It's a good ball out to Ballion, but I'm not sure why he's on the left-hand side. I'm sure I didn't put him there. Can he get his ball in? Gets the ball to Power. That's Curtis Jones. I didn't mean to put Umber on the left. We'll put him into midfield like he was meant to be. This is really nervy. It'd be really nice if one of the teams dropped points. If Don goes to play, am I blind? Oh, they are playing. So 1-0 up against Ipswich, which is annoying. And it's like we just cleared someone off the line. Lol. Pritchard. Finley. Back to Barkley. Zanzala. What a name. Tackled by 09. Well. Ledbetter. Right. Let's just. Hold sleep. Slow it down. Regroup. No need to do any of this silly beeswax of losing the ball. Just slow it down. Keep the ball. Keep calm. Wait, you have calm down. They're all quite composed anyway, but... Oh, donuts with the Techers. Links it back to the fullback. Ledbetter switches it out. Beautiful ball. Hume gets to the touchline maybe. Another penalty, apparently. That looked harsh. Very harsh. But Grigg can get his first hat-trick of the season here. And he can! First hat-trick for Will Grigg. 30th goal of the season. It's not a vintage performance from the lads by any means, but it's a big performance. Just to get the game done. 2 penalties. Probably 2 penalties that weren't penalties, but we will take that. And now we just have to stay composed, keep the ball, keep it ticking over, don't do anything silly. We're in control. It should be cruise control, but know what my team are like. They can't help themselves but giving a goal back. We should have put it to Key just so we can get through the game a bit faster. Just want to make sure that this episode isn't too long. '75th minute, and that should be that. So look at the other games. Ipswich still 1-0, and Oxford still winning with a sending off recently. So I think that will be that today. We're all going to finish on 86 going into the final game of the season. So one team is going to miss out on automatic promotion, which is harsh. Johnson on this right hand side. Connolly, Pritchard. See, I said we couldn't help ourselves. We can't help ourselves but give a goal back. In fairness, that was just a worldie, but we've been conceding them pretty regularly recently. Looks like we dropped off quite deep. Connolly to Pritchard, just a good strike. To the bottom left hand corner. Not a lot that the keeper could do about that. We should still see the game out. Ref. Yeah, there we go. So 3-1, pretty convincing. Like I say, it wasn't the best performance, but the 2 penalties made the game a lot easier than what I anticipated. Good work out there, lads. Done what was needed. Okay. It's a big win. Accrington down to 13th. All the games did finish how they were. 1-0 in both the other games. Puts us on commanding goal difference. So I think if we all lost, we would win the league. That doesn't make sense. If we all won, we would definitely win the league because of our goal difference. They're not going to score 9 goals or 10 goals, whatever they need. This is terrifying, man. This is the tightest league and he's out for that long. Wow, a broken lower leg. 4 to 6 months. That is horrendous. Okay. He was absolutely horrendous, and that is reflected in the goals he scored. There's not a lot you can do. He's a top quality player. He's a fighter, I'm sure about bounce back. I don't believe. Surely there will come a point. I think it's debate. Okay. Gomez loan finishes, yeah, of course, he's been recalled. Understandably recalled because he wasn't going to play ever again for us. I would quite like to sign him back next season because he did really well for us in the games that he was here. A 7.37, 7 goals in 12 appearances. Definitely would like to sign him back. Who else would we like to sign? Oh, we also signed... Oh, we had youth intake day. Probably should show you that. Youth candidates. It wasn't great, I'll be honest. There was one pretty decent player who we took. Carla McLean is probably the second best player that we had. What a transfer by Barnsley. Okay. But we're not going to let him go because he actually looks like a decent player. And the other one is in our first team, who I'd like to bring on in this final game, and he's wanted as well by Barnsley. Okay, I'm not sure what Barnsley think they're doing. The 24th, they're going down into the league we're in, so why do they want to leave us? But Richard Gregory looks like a decent talent. A couple of 9s, couple of 8s in the mentals, but we can work on that. But this is the one that I'm really interested in is his technique. Technique is one of the most important things for developing a player, especially one that plays in this role. If they've got good technique, they are more likely to improve as they get older. So a 16-year-old having 17 technique is pretty decent. With 13 passing, 11 long shots, first touch is pretty good. Dribbling can be worked on. Vision is okay. Flair's really good. So I'm quite excited about this lad. 16 years of age. We're going to give him a game. Or we're going to try and get him on in the final game of the season. So I'm going to pause the game. Final game of the season. We have it all to play for. I really hope we don't have to play in the playoffs. I really hope we just go out there and get the win. Yeah, it is what it is. I'll speak to you in a second when we get to the final game of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Judgment Day. This is the day we find out whether we're winning the league, whether we're going up, or whether we're having to go through the heartbreak of a playoff. Wow. This is what it comes down to. Whoa, we're favourites, just. Okay. So the team we're playing today, we're going to be playing a balanced. I don't want to have high press on today. In sheer panic. Space. Okay. So this is the team we're going to be going with today. McLaughlin, 09, Willis, Smith, and Blackett. I don't know why we've dropped. I wouldn't do that personally. That was my assistant manager that's done that. So we're going to go with a back four of 09, Smith, Blackett, and Hume, with Dobbo, Max Power, and Bally Umba. Lyndon Gooch is going to be dropped as well because he's playing terribly. Donuts, Curtis Jones, and Will Grigg up front. These two players, 10 goals, 30 goals for him. We're actually going to put Richard Gregory on the bench just so we can give him some game time today. Who else? I think Ledbetter is probably useful to have on the bench as well for Scowen. Flid's there. Okay, I think we're good to go. Final game of the season. Let's go. I'm actually nervous. I'm actually really nervous. Okay. So they are putting out a 4-2-3-1. It looks like they're going to go for it. They actually have nothing to play for anymore because they can't get the playoffs. As Leiden scored in Sky Bet League 1, are you looking forward to another positive match for a goal? We're playing well, scoring goals. Might have to hope he has an off day. Might have to hope he has an off day. It's always good to have someone to rely on in midfield, so maybe it continue. Okay. I'll take a boring 1-0 here. Hume into Jones. Good ball at Dobbo. Sorry, to Donuts. 09 down the right. Gets his ball in. Decent ball. Curtis Jones at the back post. Back to Hume, weirdly. Jones. Back to Hume. Grigg, front post. Cleared away. Power. Recycles the ball well. That was Dobbo. Donuts. Back for 09. Okay, that was a weird highlight. We were keeping the pressure on though. Oh no. Set piece. Set piece. Off the line. And cleared away by Donuts and Grigg. Got the counter. He needs to get his ball in. Oh, you melon head. That was a huge counter on there. We haven't had a bloody chance. Demand more. Oh no. Set piece. McLaughlin pumps it upfield. Great ball for Donuts as well. He got his man over. Can he get a shot away? He can, and it's a save from Gray. That's a good opportunity there. Max Power to deliver the ball in. Blackett wins his header, but it does fly over. Clark Robertson picking up a booking in the 15th minute. Curtis Jones picking up one in the 17th. Yeah, probably not a bad decision to make. Okay. Drop down seconds, so they're winning. Oh my god! As if that's just happened. Wow. That is terrific. I actually quite like Max Power, but now he's done that. Now he's done that, that's really made me just think, do I actually want to keep him at the club? Because that is so dumb. And now, we are going to be well and truly under the cosh. Disciplined. Wow. That is some dumb. Really dumb. I can't believe he's just done that. That could have just ruined our league chances because he just got sent off doing that. And that could actually stop us from winning, even getting promoted. Okay. I want to sympathise with them, I really do. But this game is just broken, so it doesn't. Doing that doesn't give them anything. Flid can come on. He's going to be a poacher. We need these two to do bits up front today. We need literally the hardest working midfielder we've ever had in our lives. Okay, that's that. That's literally all we can do. It's just a hope now. Decent ball. Oh, Wiles. He's got to surely switch out to the left back. Good ball in away from 09. Keeping the pressure on though. Gets his ball in. Michael Smith scores. Right. That's what we're doing. Mag. I honestly can't believe that Max Power has just ruined our chances of getting promoted. Curtis Jones. Gets his ball in. Blackett off the bar. Time to push forward. 20 minutes left to save our season. Oh, this is it. That's game. Thompson, tackled by Grigg. Away, Curtis Jones is there. Grigg. Flid. Come on! That's the lifeline we were hoping for. That's the lifeline we were waiting for. A point. Does that currently put us up? It hasn't updated on there, so we'll be on 87. Doncaster just conceded. They have conceded recently. Oxford, have they? Okay, so they're playing Bolton. They're 1-0 up. So we should say go to second. Come on, boys. We can't afford to draw. Set piece. It's just a set piece. There's absolutely nothing we can do with that. That's a set piece. We just have to hope that we can turn this around. It's probably done because Curtis Jones has been our best player all season. But we're going to give this youngster a game because why not? And Grant Ledbetter come on for Dobbo. Fortune favours the bold. Maybe not the stupid. That's a great reverse ball. Oh, wow. Come on, lads. Maybe switch to this. Smith up front. Target man. Heartbreak. Absolute heartbreak. That is honestly absolute heartbreak. 2 weeks. Transfer list. I know that seems incredibly salty, but he's not playing again. Max Power is not playing for this club again after doing that in such an important match. He's not playing again. I think I checked how this works. Excuse me. Yeah, unfortunately, mate, you are never playing for the club again. After doing that in just such a huge game. Wow, that is absolutely heartbreaking. All that hard work in that season to get promoted, and it's just been completely ruined by one moment. I know we still have the playoffs, but still, that is just so heartbreaking. We actually could get sacked because of how poor we performed in all of our competitions as well. That is horrible. What a horrible, horrible way to end the season. Or the league campaign, anyway. Okay, so this won't be the final episode of the season. We're gonna have some playoff games to play. Wow. What can I say? I am generally gutted that has just happened. All the hard work we put into that season, all that huge win run we went on, and Max Power gets sent off. The thing is, as much as I would have wanted to have gone to a defensive formation, we couldn't have guaranteed that they wouldn't have scored a second, and getting a draw. Imagine if we got the draw before we gone up and then they scored a last minute goal to win the game. That would have been more heartbreaking. So it was just, I felt we had to go for the game. We had to try and get the win. What's the point in not trying to go for the league title? It was in our hands, and because of a player's stupid error, it's ruined it. But what that does mean is there will be a few more games for the end of the season. Wow. I honestly can't believe that's happened. But we've still got an opportunity to go up. We've still got that promise of going up potentially. So yeah, hopefully we can come back stronger for these final few games. We can get promoted through the playoffs. There's not really a lot I can say, to be honest. That is well and truly heartbreaking to lose that way. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoyed it certainly a lot more than I did, because that hurt a lot. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy that episode, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I will speak to you guys next time.